starting now the exact halachot that pertain to lighting the Chanukah. We know first and foremost that getting a set of Chanukah candles is of extreme importance based on halacha. The Gemara explains that even an ani, he said even a poor person has to go get a job or get an extra job or even sell his clothing to be able to buy the oil, buy the nerot, buy the candles for Chanukah. Baruch Hashem, today it's not so common that people can afford basic candles. It's become a very cheap and it's something easy to attain. But nevertheless, the idea still applies that for gabayim, those who are involved in charity, they should prioritize giving people who can't afford Chanukah candles over anything in these upcoming days. Now, how many candles do you light? So we know the famous Gemara in Masechet Shabbat. It talks about there are 3 levels of lighting Shabbat Chanukah candles. First is Mitzvah Chanukah Nerush Veto. The bare minimum is 1 candle per household. Then level above that, Ve'amadirin, Ner Lechol Echad Ve'echad. The level above that is 1 candle each night per person. The highest of all levels is Yom Rishon Malik Ner Echad, Mikan Ve'elech Mosif Ve'holech. On the first night, he lights 1 candle. Second night, 2. Third night, 3, and adds on until the 8th night. The Shulchan Aruch quotes this halacha that the minhag is that we light 1 on the first night, 2 the second, 3 the third, counting with the nights, and we increase in the number because we know the principle. We go up in kedusha and we don't go down. Now, there's a lot of discussion about what the minhag is. Does each person in the family have to have a Chanukah lit for them, or one for the whole household? And we know that the minhag of Sfaradim is that one person, there's only 1 set of Chanukah candles for the entire household, regardless of the family size. That's differing than the Ashkenazi minhag, but that is the Sephardi minhag. Now, what happens if you accidentally lit too few or too many candles? On the first night you lit 2 candles, again not including the shamash, 2 candles. If he lit too many by accident, he does not need to go back and light for that night. However, if the candles go out, he can relight them and make a beracha even. Because he shouldn't make a bracha again if the candles go out and lighting again. Rather, if you lit too many, it's okay. And with this, so in an extreme scenario where someone didn't have enough and he only lit 1 candle, like the bare minimum. Again, this doesn't apply today, because Baruch Hashem, oil isn't an expensive commodity. But still, the halacha explains if he only was able to have the lowest level of 1 candle per household per night, regardless of that night's number, if he lit the bare minimum of 1 candle per night, and then he finds more candles, he does not make another beracha when lighting again. Rather, just light the extra candles kiminyan of that night, like that, make up that number of that night, and you don't need to make a beracha. Again, these Baruch Hashem aren't so common because who can afford a couple of oil candles or wax candles? But nevertheless, the idea still applies of what to do if someone makes a mistake. B'ezrat Hashem, we should have a happy Chanukah.